What's good? What's good? What's good? Mic testing 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. Can you guys hear me? What's good, people? Welcome back to the Kenny Fan TV show. We are live. We are live, of course, on the Mondays. Absolutely. Welcome back. Welcome back to the match reaction, guys. It's Manchester United 3, Fulham 2, and I have to say, man, Fergie times, bro. Fergie times is back, man. It is, man. It is, man. The vibes are back, and and I've been hearing people are saying Carrick's at the wheel. Give Carrick the job. I heard it. I heard it all from some of them, some of the fan base, and I was like, I mean, aren't you guys going over the top now? but but you know what? I mean, I thought the first half we were actually in the control of the game. Personally, for me, Lemons made a really good save in the first half from, I believe that shot came from Anderson. Was it from the corner? He made a really good save there, a really good near post save as well. By the way, I mean, shout out to Lemons, man. Lemons actually did well again. I mean, yeah, and we'll dissect this game more into. Brian Bomo didn't have his best game, and he didn't really have his best game. I thought he didn't really do well, to be honest with you. Um, um, I thought Cunha did well. After once he scored that second half goal, he looked leggy, so he had to be subbed off. In which it was a right sub, in my opinion. Uh, I mean, I don't necessarily blame Carrick, but the only thing I would blame Carrick on was like the amount of times he sets up the team to defend, especially in the 87th minute. And I was like, why the hell are we defending that 2-1 lead, man? And by the way, that penalty, that was a Stonewall penalty. I basically watched a replay again and again. I know people were saying it's not a penalty. For me, that was a Stonewall penalty. Maguire absolutely took him out, and I was like, after that penalty incident, Maguire had an absolute mare. He was awful, but I thought he was good. Like, I thought everyone did well in the first half. In my honest opinion, thought everybody did well. Mino did his thing. Casemiro was outstanding. Casemiro was obviously the man of the match performance. Was a goal from set piece, and even he himself got an assist as well. So Bruno Fernandes, that wasn't his best game in the first half. I thought he got completely bullied off in midfield again, and then the second half he did well in the second. I thought he did all right in the second half, and that's what Bruno does. He usually has like often like on and off performances. So that's the thing. But he keeps registering assists. He's already got 13 assists. So I mean, overall, he's had a decent performance. Mazraoui and Dal Pro. I think Mazraoui and Euro had a little impact in the game. Who came off? Ugarte. Oh, please, man. As soon as Ugarte comes, this Ugarte, guys, this Ugarte subs, right? That jinx needs to be studied. Right? That Ugarte jinx needs to be studied. I can't. I'm not gonna lie. That Ugarte jinx needs to be studied because whenever he comes on the pitch, we just fell apart. And that showed you the importance of Casemiro. But yes, fair enough. He's already gotten a yellow, so he had to be subbed off, and that showed you that we need midfields, and that's why I said more transfer signings needed in the midfield, especially in the midfield department. And it's either going to be, I heard somewhere, it's either going to be Hackney or basically Wilfred Ndidi on loan. I mean, it's better than actually getting no one, of course. Um, yeah, I just don't know what to say, man. I won't be like, look, I've already given up on this January transfer. I'm not going to rant about it anymore. I've ranted about this last season in January. Like, we didn't get enough players, you know. But now it's like We had to solve the midfield issues, but we haven't been doing it. And that's what Inos do. They want to wait till the summer, right? Oh, right. They and then they expect Carrick to make into Champions League with this. Guys, we are just one injury from Casemiro, or even a red card from Casemiro into absolute disaster. Trust me, that Mino and Ugarte pivot, I don't trust it anymore. I do not trust it. I don't trust that pivot, man. Because remember that Grimsby Town game, they were both awful because they got turned over, right? So I can't trust Ugarte, man. I can't trust Ugarte even starting this lineup. And I mean, let's just be honest about Ugarte. That signing hasn't worked out, and I've said this months and months and months. It hasn't worked out. It's sad, but we have to move on from Ugarte. The same with Maguire. When people were saying we should extend by a year, no, sell him, gone, get him gone. We can't keep put. We can't just keep failures in the squad. Like all these players that have stayed for longer, they have failed. They have not won league titles. They've not competed for the Champions Leagues. It may be in between somewhere. If they had won league titles, then you know what? All right, cool. You know, but come on, man. Like we need to stop living off with this sentiments, right? We have to stop living off sentiments. Right? Bruno Fernandes, he's been a fantastic player for us, but he's 32 years old. He's turning 32 this, I believe, this June or July. It's his birthday, right? We can't keep living off sentiments. Like, I've not forgotten Bruno Fernandes costed us points. I have not forgotten, and I'm not going to flip flop on it, right? Guys, if people are saying keep Bruno Fernandes, you guys are out of your mind, right? Okay, replacing goals and assists, brother. We're selling Bruno. We should have at least, I'm tired of repeating things. I'm so tired of repeating things. And what's the funny thing? You know, I just don't know what to say anymore, bro. There's no one in the world. I'm not necessarily saying replace Bruno. I'm saying with that 100 million signing, we would have gotten three midfielders. I'm talking about last summer. So that's just what it is. We would have at least gotten three midfielders. Shout out to you. If you ask me as a football, take the money for Bruno. No. We should have done that in the summer, but like we didn't. Anyways, back to the game. Casemiro, yes, I spoke about him. Had a fantastic game, and sadly, Casemiro is leaving. And he said he's going to fight for it for 4 months. And fair play to Casemiro, man. And I heard Carragher's apology as well. I mean, that's what he did. He proved Carragher wrong, and that's what each and every players have to do. Just perform week in week out, so that then you don't need to hear anything about medias. No, we wouldn't have. We were looking at one for 100 mil. You're talking about now, though. I was talking about last summer. I was talking about last summer. Uh, yeah, I got kind of mixed up with it. But right now that Amorim's been sacked, Bruno's going to stay pretty much. So I was talking about last summer. So yeah, now that he's staying, he's going to stay. But now that Casemiro is gone, we need at least like you know it's crazy, isn't it? It's an absolute disgrace that we've not replaced Carrick since, was it? Uh, I think Carrick came in first from Spurs. Was it 2006-7 season, right? But if I can recall perfectly, he came in, right, and he left. Was it after? I think he left 2018, isn't it? After that 17-18 season, he left. So since 2018, we haven't replaced Carrick, and that's an absolute disgrace. You know, it's an absolute disgrace. We haven't replaced Carrick. and it's been 8 years, 8 long years, man. Uh, yeah, man. AJ, what's good, bro? What's good, man? And shout out to 8 years travels, man. Of course, in the chat. Hope things are well at your end. I mean, felt good after the 3 wins, man. It's been months. It's been months. We have experienced those 3 wins in a row. So, um, but that second half performance, it was awful. It was an awful watch. But only that after that good build up play for that Cunha's goal. Apart from that, we just I just don't know what I just really I'm puzzled. I'm just in dilemma. I was like, come on, man. We gotta score third, man. We cannot hold on to that 2-0 lead. It's a dangerous lead to hold on, right? And I'll keep recalling to that Lyon game in the Europa League. We were leading 2-0 and we just held on to a lead and we'll eventually concede. And and Maguire did absolute diabolical stuff. He did the mad stuff over Jimenez, and they got the penalty. And by the way, right, we almost crumbled, and and Lemons couldn't do anything about that. That was the most outrageous goal from Kevin. And I did say on my preview, watch out for this Kevin guy. Watch out for that Kevin from Fulham, and he did. He scored a worldly, but fair play to Bruno, man. He did the absolute dummy on Kevin Bassey. And bro, Benjamin Sesko, what's a finish! That felt like a Makeda's match winning goal. That felt like we finally won the league, man. I felt it that way, by the way. I actually felt it, uh but uh but it was a little too late, man. But let's see, man. Let's see if we can carry on winning games. And the next two games are favorable, but of course, I would consider West Ham away from home to be even more tough. So, by the way, shout out to Spurs for absolute that stunning second half performance, man. I love that second half performance from Spurs, man. And of course, ATS travels. I know you in the chat. You wanted Spurs to smash City. So do I. I wanted Spurs to win that game. In my own honest opinion, you know, I wanted City to go down the hill. Of course, yeah. But yeah, man. But Arsenal fans are so annoying, Raj. Oh God, I have a lot of Arsenal fans in my office as well. A lot of Arsenal fans and Liverpool fans in my office. Oh God, it's crazy, man. Oh, it's crazy, man. I kind of felt the way how KG felt, but it's crazy, man. Like I hardly had even any City fans in my area, man. You know, it's just Arsenal and Liverpool fans around where I live. And I think some of the Leeds fans as well, pretty much, of course. Yeah, that's just it. Who else? Lisandro Martinez, he did well. He played well. Decent performance from him. Luke Shaw did his thing in the first. I thought, like I said, everyone did well, but second half we looked so lethargic. We were absolutely. I just don't know what. I just don't know. You know, the midfield has been overran, man, and that showed you can only have 70 minutes of Casemiro, and then Ugarte comes on. He just, I mean, I'm not faulting Ugarte. He didn't do much, but I mean, the backline should have done better, especially that Dalot. And I think, yeah, that's just what it is. You know, you know, as a United fan, of course, around the world, right? We usually never make things easy. We never make stuff easy, and the referee is an absolute joke. The referee is an absolute joke. I just don't know why they just we were all like blow the whistle, blow the whistle, blow the whistle, and blow the whistle, blow uh the whistles never the whistle just went until like was it 104th minute and all that. Yeah, big up to survived Amarim, and of course big up to Vibes. Hope things are well. Big 300 subs question and answers special gotta happen. Yes, I was thinking about it, and and let's do it on Tuesday. Let's do it on Tuesday. I'll be live tomorrow, so let me just quickly change the title. Thanks for reminding. I can do that. The first half of it, yeah, yeah, I can do that. Let me change the title. Yeah, so tomorrow I'll be doing the rival hate watch fail reaction. So yeah, so I will do the 300 subs. I'll just type in 300 subs celebration stream. Absolutely. Of course. So that's where you can ask me questions. So good. So tomorrow it is tomorrow. Yeah, today I'm mad tired, man. Super tired from today. So can save it for international break. It's fine. It's fine. I can do it tomorrow because the so at least the first half of where you can just ask me questions, and then at least normally the rival hate watch I'll just like spend like 15 minutes. So 15 minutes of that, and so that's like half an hour for tomorrow. So I'll be fine with that. All right. Yeah. 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 I'm fine with that. So yeah, hopefully I can reach 400 subs during the international break. That would be brilliant. That would be absolutely brilliant. Yeah, anyways, massive 3 points, 3 wins in a row. Hopefully we do all Spurs a one hell of a beating this weekend. Of course, I'll be doing a watch along. Hopefully, and good thing is Thomas Frank hasn't been sacked. Hasn't been sacked just yet. So of course, I'm not that worried about Thomas the Frank engine. Of course, for next week. So of course it's 12:30 kickoff on the Saturday. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely we have to turn up for that shit. That West Ham away game will be even tougher. That's a main test for me because of course West Ham will be needing every points to survive. Of course, so I would say the West Ham away would be a harder test. So the Fulham was in a very hard test. They played well in the second half. I'll give them that. I give them that. And yeah, man, you know, I got to hold my hands up. I was like, I wanted Ugarte instead of Sander Berge, man. I'm such a criminal, bro. You know, such a criminal for wanting Ugarte over Sander Berge. Sander Berge was absolutely superb against us. He was good, and we would have at least signed him for like was it for like 25 million pounds? I wouldn't mind Sander Berge in midfield. He would have been such a beast. I would have taken him, but like unfortunately we got Ugarte. So fair enough. Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, that Ugarte signing hasn't worked out, man. Yeah, and yeah, sadly, good luck to him if he leaves. It is absolutely what it is, and we need to offload those Tross players in the summer, man. We gotta do it. You know. Uh, yeah. Big up to AJ as always, and the survived Amram. Man, just leave Amram alone, bro. Like literally, man. I mean, just don't understand why the hell are people still talking about Amram, bro. I've not spoken about Amram for ages. Yeah, man. But bro, honestly, those hate watches is crazy, man. Especially that Don Hussam, bro. That is crazy, bro. He's still not thanked us for all the support. Can I be very honest with you, right? I just don't give a shit, man. I really don't give a shit, bro. He left, bro. I'm like, I mean, what's the point of thinking about Amram? He left, bro. He left with 14 million pounds, bro. He flees the club. So, brother, I don't care about Amram, bro. He left. It is what it is, bro. You know, and I really hope that I really hope Carrick does well towards the end of the season. Um, and hopefully we just get a proper manager. You know, yeah, that's just my that's just my opinion in it. So I don't care, bro. I don't care what Amram anymore. It's long due. It's done. Of course. Of course. And by the way, Villa are dropping off as well. Aston Villa have dropped off. By the way, even Man City. And by the way, Spurs should have won that game. By the way, they were a bit unlucky there. Uh, oh yeah, yeah, okay. There's one more game on. So Sunderland and Burnley. Nah, I'm not watching that game, bro. That would be a useless Tuesday morning for me. Yeah, so 12:30 kickoff for the Spurs game. So we have to make sure towards the end of the game we will be saying, lads, it was Spurs. Absolutely. We literally owe them a beating. We absolutely owe. Yeah, that game. I'm not watching the Sunderland game, but of course I would be expecting a regular Sunderland win. Of course, they're playing at home. Um, they're playing at home, so mm, I'm not really gonna watch it. It's gonna be a regular 3-0 or 2-1, 3 points for Sunderland. So, but honestly, Sunderland have done well. They've massively done well this season in the Premier League. I mean, considering they've been relegation for a decade, I think so. I mean, it's for ages. Yeah, I mean, I think the last time they've been in the Premier League was it? I think it was. I think they got relegated around 2017, isn't it? I think around 2017 they got relegated, and it's been 9 years. I think 9 or 8. I think 8 or 9 years after 8 or 9 years they got promoted. So yeah, man. Yeah. So yeah, man. The vibes are back. Of course. Happy with the 3 points. Of course, we made it way too hard for ourselves. Hopefully, Carrick does a lot tactically better in the second half. Of course, we and I mean we can't just be playing like this, man. Like we can't just keep playing like this. If he had maybe scored like third or fourth goal, then maybe we would have been a little bit conservative if he had scored the third or fourth. So Cunha Bomba finish again. Haters can hold, bro. Bro, I never doubted Cunha, bro. I never doubted him. Like I've said this before, right? I'll say it again. Like months ago, I've been calling out with this uh, erratic long time holding of the ball. He just keeps it long, you know, and he doesn't pass to his teammates. He doesn't release the ball on time, and he did his thing. And even on off the bench, he did well. And of course today he had a good game after. Yeah, so that's just what it is. So as long he performs well, I'm happy for him. It is absolutely what it is, man. That's a striker finish from Cunha. He played all right. So after that, Cunha had to be subbed off. But that's good to show you that you need midfielders, bro. You know. So any midfielders, then absolutely nothing at this stage. So of course, transfer deadline is today, and it's gonna happen today at 7 p.m. I'm not doing that stream. I'm not doing that stupid transfer deadline day stream. I ain't doing that shit, bro. No way I'm doing that. The all these big YouTube channels can do that. I ain't doing that shit, bro. Of course. So, anyways, off to the summer transfer. Of course, that's what Ineos love to do. Absolutely. So, of course, good 3 points, but there can be improvements. So, of course, Of course, Spurs, man, massive game ahead. Of course, and of course, the Carabao Cup. No, I'm not doing that stupid watch alongs for that, bro. Get the yellow tie for the EL deadline day of no signings. Oh, bro, you kill me, man. You kill me, bro. Bro, I remember that Saeed TV's thumbnail with the yellow tie. Bro, I was thinking, bro, they were in meltdown of saying like, like we didn't sign Matthias Stell, bro. I was like, that was the funniest shit I've seen, bro. Bro, I'm glad we never got that scrub, bro. I'm so happy we didn't get Tell, bro. He was shit. I'm glad we never got him, to be honest. Yeah. Many ways we move in it. We move in it. Hopefully we just get someone in the market. Of course we get a midfielder in the market on loan. So it's it's either maybe Hackney from Middlesbrough or maybe Wilfried and Pady. It'll be funny if you get him on loan, but like I say, it's absolutely better than nothing because you need depth. And without Casemiro, man, how is this team gonna ever function, bro? It's crazy, isn't it? And shout out to Casemiro, man. He absolutely proved that idiot Carragher wrong, man. I'm glad he proved him wrong. Uh yeah. Anyways, we move. Hopefully for more wins in a row, of course. Then maybe I would be able to say all these or like a certain three words. No, two words, a certain two words, of course. I'm not going to say it now. Anyways, big up, guys. I'm going to end the stream. Of course, it's a long time. I was meant to do 15 minutes, but it's like 27 minutes. But anyways, guys, big up, guys. Big up to Wives, ATS Travels, Waj, and big up to Denny as well. Big up to Denny. You told me about Kevin. You were right about Brazilian Kevin, man. Big up to AJ in the chat, of course. Absolutely. Big up, guys. Take care. Take care of yourself. And tomorrow I'll be live again. I'll see you tomorrow, same time in the afternoon. Big up. I'll see you on Tuesday afternoon.